The Omnicure LX500 is an innovative and proven UV LED spot curing system designed for demanding applications requiring outstanding optical stability and exceptional performance. The ability to calibrate and accurately measure light intensity from a UV LED spot curing system is a critical piece to controlling a UV curing process for the end user. The system comes standard with a built-in radiometer, which allows users to calibrate and control individual LED heads in power or irradiance values. This video will demonstrate how to successfully complete a power or irradiance calibration. To get started, you'll need the following components: an Omnicure LX500 controller, an Omnicure LED head, an Omnicure LED focusing lens, and an Omnicure calibration kit for irradiance or power. Without a calibration kit, the LX500 unit can only display power levels in percentage. You can find the complete list of part numbers below in the description. Before we get started, check your calibration sticker. It is crucial to ensure the calibration date hasn't expired. Calibration improves the accuracy of the measuring device, and accurate measuring devices ensure consistent and repeatable UV light delivery for curing. Note that if you own an LX505, you cannot calibrate your system, as it's missing the essential features required for calibration. Please use an LM2011 to either read power or irradiance values, or purchase an LX500 controller to add calibration to your production process. Your LX500 calibration kit will arrive disassembled, so let's get started by assembling it. Align the pins on the beam positioning kit's base to the holes on the beam positioning kit's block and mate them. Roughly center the aperture on the sensor to the barrel on the beam positioning kit block using the X and Y adjustment screws on the base. Keep in mind that the final alignment is to be done during the calibration process. Insert the provided thumb screw into the appropriate setting on the beam positioning kit block, matching the engraved dimension on the block to the selected focusing lens size. One side is used for the irradiance calibration while the other is used for the optical power calibration. Select your desired lens and thread it onto the LED head until fully inserted. No gaps should be visible between the lens and the LED head. Note that the lens needs to be absolutely clean to achieve accurate measurements. Dust, dirt, residue, or fingerprints can all affect the measured value significantly. Insert the LED head and optic into the pre-configured beam positioning kit and use the lateral thumb screw to lock the head in place. Once the setup is complete, the calibration kit and the LED head can be connected to the LX500 controller. Once the power calibration using the LS100P sensor has been assembled and connected to the LX500 controller along with the LED head, the LX500 controller can be turned on and calibration can be initialized. Starting from the home screen, access the calibration by pressing Select, and navigate to Calibration using the arrow key and press Select. Choose the LED head you wish to calibrate with the arrow keys and press Select. Calibration needs to be done individually for each connected LED head. Set the intensity to 100% before beginning the calibration by using the up arrow key. Turn the LED head on by pressing the red Start/Stop button. The head can be confirmed turned on once the values start appearing on the screen. Fine-tune the alignment of the sensor to the beam positioning kit by turning the X and Y thumb screws on the beam positioning kit base to measure the highest possible value. The maximum LS100 reading area will show maximum achieved reading. When the maximum value has been found and while the LED head is still turned on, the calibration can begin by pressing Select. Once the calibration is complete, it will remain in the system for up to 100 hours, and optical power will be displayed in watts on the main screen. If the LED head is disconnected, the calibration will clear automatically. The calibration can also be manually cleared. Repeat all the previous steps for any additional LED heads connected to the LX500 controller. Next, we'll do an irradiance calibration. Once the irradiance calibration kit using an LS100 sensor has been assembled and connected to the LX500 controller along with the LED head, the LX500 controller can be turned on and calibration can be initialized. Calibrating the irradiance is very similar to calibrating the power. First, set the intensity to 100% by using the arrow key. Turn the LED head on by pressing the red Start/Stop button. The head can be confirmed turned on once the values start appearing on the screen. Note that the irradiance measurement is a lot more sensitive than the power. Fine-tuning the beam positioning kit to sensor alignment to reach the highest reading is critical to achieve good calibration. Be aware that the highest reading may not be dead center, and position will be different from head to head. When the maximum value has been found while the LED head is still turned on, the calibration can begin by pressing Select. Once the calibration is complete, it will remain in the system for up to 100 hours, and intensity will be displayed in watts per centimeter squared on the main screen. If the LED head is disconnected, the calibration will clear automatically. The calibration can also be manually cleared. Repeat all previous steps for any additional LED heads connected to the LX500 controller. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact Omnicure for more details.